You ate the whole wheel of cheese?
I'm not even mad.
Wait, I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
I don't even know if that's from.
Anchorman.
I don't know.
Milk was a bad choice.
Wait, you have something you need.
Get it.
Now suck it
Get
out
it,
of
girl.
it. Perfect.
I did it, guys. I did it.
So, fun fact.
Fun fact!
This is the best smelling candle on planet Earth, and it's from Home Goods, and it's Coastal Woods.
I wouldn't say best smelling on planet Earth,
It
but
is.
it smells pretty good.
You're just not a candle connoisseur like myself.
You're a candle connoisseur now? Wow.
It's been 3 days.
So what are we doing here?
I don't
What's
know,
going
I'm
on?
scared.
We're filming our first video together in a while.
I'm scared.
Last time we were on camera together, I was...
No, you were in my vlog last week, you geek.
Yeah, but like a legit, like, set up, filmed video like this. Vlogs are different. Vlogs are just life.
Okay, yeah, this
But
is
like
like
this is like setting up to just...
spill our guts out.
Spill our
Hearts
guts out. So last time I was putting makeup on your face.
Yes, last time you were putting makeup on my face. That was
This
super
time-
fun.
What are we doing?
This time we're doing a life update.
You may be wondering where we're currently sitting.
What is this place? This looks
On
like
this-
nothing you've ever seen before.
This beautiful couch, and this beautiful coffee table, and this beautiful candle, and this beautiful woman.
And this beautiful man.
Ooh, thank you.
You're welcome.
We are currently in our new apartment.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! It only took us 11 years,
It only took us 11 years.
and I'm currently driving DoorDash to be able to afford it. But you know, you do what you gotta do. I may have jumped the gun. Let's back it up.
Let's rewind.
Let's rewind.
So, as most of you know, because we have said it multiple times in previous videos, and you guys have asked, we have never lived together. That was our decision. We didn't want to live together until we were married.
We were both raised with beliefs of not living together before marriage, and
Yeah.
we both agreed with it, and we decided to make that choice for ourselves that we truly didn't want to until we were married.
Yeah.
However, we've been dating since I was 14 and she was 13. I'm now 26. She is now 25. We're at least engaged, so...
Yeah, so...
And we have a date set.
We did get engaged in January, and we have a date set for this November. So basically what we are doing is we're taking the next 6 months to kind of transition our lives as a couple into one home and to start our life together. So when our wedding comes around, hopefully the goal is to have this place exactly how we want it, furnished how we wanted.
Exactly.
And so that things are just basically done and ready for us.
Like, we're married and we get to go home to our home that we have built out together.
Exactly.
We really didn't want to have it be like my apartment that she was moving into, because that complicates things and like you get stuck in your ways and your habits and your patterns.
Well, and knowing me, I would be like,
And she would
can I
change
use this of
everything.
yours? Can I use this of yours? And at the end of the day, like, it's our stuff, but my brain would probably just think like it's his.
Exactly.
Just because he would have been living here.
So we're getting married in November, and so that gives us 6 months. And we weren't even sure how this was going to all happen. We weren't sure how to navigate this. But basically, should I tell them like how this even got started? Because
we've been...
a month ago, we wouldn't have been able to tell you that we were going to be finding an apartment and moving in.
No.
We would have assumed that we weren't going to have any clue until right before the wedding.
Right.
And I couldn't possibly imagine doing the stuff we've been doing for the last 3 weeks. That doesn't even seem
Like,
okay.
in my moments of, like, question and, like, doubt, not that I doubt living with him, it's like thinking about the fact that we wanted to wait for so long until we were married, and here we're both making the decision to jump on this 6 months before we're actually married. I kept going back and forth in my head, like, is this what we should be doing? Is it not? But now that we're going through it, and we're still going through it, I could not imagine, like, saving this until the month before our wedding, or even, like, a few weeks before. Like, this is so intense. And for those of you who don't know, like, I have never lived on my own. Like, I moved out of my parents' house and moved in here with him.
She's
And I'm
lived in the
just
same home
for 25 years. So I'm, like, This is a whole new world for me, and it's amazing, and I'm loving every single second of it.
Luckily, I've moved a
Yeah.
ridiculous amount.
In the moments that I was questioning, like, okay, should we have waited? Like, should we wait? I'm really, really glad that we didn't. And just to let you all know, we do not judge anybody who lives together before they're married. This
Never
we
have.
have this is just our personal preference. This is what we wanted to do for us.
Yeah.
We have so many friends who live together before they're married, family members. Like
We were jealous.
We do not care. I've been looking at all my friends who live
We were
together, just
jealous.
like, I
But
want
we were
that.
just like, well, we set the rule
But
for ourselves. So.
We did this just for us. So
And
like,
not gonna lie, even on move-in day, which was on Monday, today's Friday, so it's been 5 days. We were still completely in denial
yeah.
that we were actually moving in together. We like literally we were
As
looking
we're like
at
carrying
each
our
other,
stuff up in here.
and we'd be like, wait, so like, are you gonna sleep at home still sometimes, or like, am
Like,
I gonna
how are
go
we
back?
doing
Like,
this?
we really, it was the weirdest thing because we have stuck to this idea of not living together until marriage. We have stuck to that for over a decade, and that's nuts. But I mean, I kind of appreciate what we did. Like,
Absolutely.
I
think it's
fully
awesome.
appreciate it. I think that for other couples, I think that if you're watching this video and you like want to know what it's like to wait for it longer and like put off that instant gratification, I guess, it feels very, very rewarding.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of people just like, they decide that their relationship's serious and they're like, let's move in together. I think that it can, like, I just have this belief in life that everything that you put off longer and you're patient for ends up being so much more rewarding down the road. And I'm never going to judge anybody for their life choices. You guys
Right.
can do whatever you want. Everything that I am patient for ends up being 10 times as rewarding as it would have been if I would have just like moved on it immediately. you know?
Yeah. I also wanted to say a lot of people, when we would tell them like, oh, we're waiting till we're married to live together, one of the main questions that people had is like, how do you know you're going to be like compatible living together? How do you know? The truth is, like,
We already knew.
The truth is, we don't really know, but he's lived in so many different places, like being
On
in
my
college,
own.
being at home, being on his own. And
That
so
she
I
was
was
there
able
all
to
the time
see,
anyways.
yeah, and I was able to see how he lived. And honestly, like, even though it's been 5 days, I think both of us have kind of changed how we live and molded to how we, like, a new way of living.
Yeah.
So, like,
Well, I want you to think about something. Think about being with your significant other for a very long time, having your entire lives intertwined, your business is run by the two of you, and you have to go home to a separate place every single night, get a full night's sleep, and then get ready, pack up stuff, and come back together to work all day, and then do that every single day. It's not efficient, and it's a pain. It was really, really tough. The amount of wasted time by doing that, and the amount of, I guess, anxiety that we felt just towards life and organization was really hard. No.
there was always a feeling of just being held back and, like, not being able to live out our true potential and work to our true potential and create to our true potential.
Her and I complement each other in a lot of ways that we work better together than separately. And so it's like, what I've noticed in these last 5 days is that we're stupidly good as a team. And like so much more efficient. So let's keep the story
Sorry,
brief.
I need to totally pick my nose. We're rewinding to about 3 weeks ago when all of this even started. I'll make a long story as short as I can. We were at Del Taco and we were basically just talking about like creating a plan and creating like a vision for what we want to have like by the time we're married, or like our goals for when we get married.
Yeah.
And we like
think of a vision board for us as a couple of things that we're working toward.
So I, being the excited, impulsive person that I am, went on my phone and looked up apartments in like the San Clemente area because we were previously kind of looking there. He was also interested in Huntington Beach, so we knew that that was the vibe we wanted.
Yeah.
And so we looked him up. I clicked on the first apartment complex that popped up just to see, and it was this complex. And I went through their gallery, looked at photos, looked at floor plans, and was like really surprised with like based on the price, like how nice the community was, because like
She
there's
was
been
like showing me them, like
Yeah.
the floor plans.
because there's been areas closer to where we live or where we were living that were the same price but just not as nice, like way more run down and not kept really nicely. So I was like, wait, this is checking a lot of boxes. So then during our whole workout, I'm like obsessively thinking about this the entire time. I'm like looking at the floor plans like 3 times as I'm training. I'm like, you're thinking to myself, you're just absolutely ridiculous. Like this isn't anything to happen right now. This is something to get excited about for like 6 months from now. So like, why are you letting it consume you? So when we were leaving the gym, I asked him if he wanted to take a little drive down to the complex.
Little drive.
Because I knew that once we got there, like as soon as we went into the community, I knew that we would get a vibe. Like we would either like how the community felt or we would be like, no, this isn't for us. He agreed, and we took the drive down here. When we got here and on the drive itself was getting us really excited because we were driving south and then all of a sudden there's the ocean right to your right, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I can't imagine if this was our drive every day. Like the ocean is right there.
Like literally as you were getting off of our off ramp, you were looking at the ocean and a ton of palm trees.
Yeah, so I'm like, wait, I'm already excited. I want to live here.
Yeah.
Really jumping the gun. So we get here. They close in 5 minutes. Let's see if they could just point us in the direction so we could see where these units are located on the property.
So we could just walk
Just so we
around
could
and
see
find
where they
ourselves.
are.
Yeah.
We went in and there was someone working there and we talked to her and we asked a few questions just saying, can you point us in the right direction? She pulled out papers, she showed us the floor plans, she wrote down
pulled
the
out a map
information.
and, like, circled exactly
Yeah,
where
she
to
wrote
go.
down how much the rent was, told us about their specials going on, and we were like, okay. And then actually, it was that night that she had asked, like, do you guys want to come back for a tour?
Yeah.
And I kind of like looked over at Kai, like, kind of trying to see if we could make like that eye contact telepathy thing, like, should we do this, should we not do this, without.
Well, and I was already
Thanks.
excited, like, since we were here, I was already excited
Like,
to
we might as
tour
well.
a few places, like,
Yeah.
okay, since we're doing this, let's do it right so that, like, we can really visualize and really be motivated to
Yeah.
work towards what we want in 6 months.
So then she asked, like, oh, well, are you guys available tomorrow? And we're like, sure.
So then, we were extremely excited about just checking out the area.
Because we had never been over here. Like, anytime we come over here,
Yeah.
we get off the freeway and go down to the closest beach.
So I think the first thing we did is we drove up to the trail. So we walked up there and there were just mustard plants everywhere and flowers everywhere and it was so beautiful. So after that, we drove down to Capo Beach. We kind of just, without even knowing it, created this perfect, beautiful, like romantic scenario throughout the day. And like we were supposed to be working, but we were doing this instead. And after that, I think we drove. Oh, we were curious where the closest shopping centers were. Like, are we going to be in the middle of nowhere? Because there's clearly nothing right immediately surrounding us except beaches. We hopped on Yelp and we found like the closest grocery store. And we drove down to that road, saw what was there, and like. Those of you who have went and shopped for an apartment or a home, like finding out what's around you is really exciting. It's really fun and it makes everything, again, more real.
We were searching around for hours.
Just a ton of like awesome stuff that her and I like love to go to, really, really close by. So that obviously got us even more excited. And so by the time we're like done and driving home,
We're like, yep,
we're in
yep,
a dream
yep.
state. We feel drunk. We're just like, okay, we get to actually go tour this thing tomorrow. So let's do this. So next day,
This is Wednesday now.
we wake up, we show up at the complex, and really awkwardly tour the 2 apartments. And let me tell you why it was awkward. You ready? I don't know if you've ever toured a place alongside other people looking at the same place, but our tour became a joint tour. And it became really uncomfortable because you like can't express your excitement at all. You have to like suppress everything. You don't want to like point out too amazing of things so that the other person gets too excited, because what if they decide they're just going to sit down in the leasing office right afterward and
It was
apply
so
and sign
hard.
the lease? So
I wanted to, like,
we're biting our tongues.
I know.
We brought the GoPro and we like actually filmed each of the apartments. So we toured the places, we filmed it with the GoPro, and then basically we just finished up, didn't really talk much to the leasing office much more, and we just kind of headed out But she was super, super nervous now because she knew there were multiple people looking at these places.
Yeah.
And she had already basically selected her dream one. She knew which one she wanted and wanted to make sure that we got it. Now keep in mind, it was all hypothetical the day before. That night, I think, was when we did a little driving down to San Clemente and we stopped at the acai place, the acai bowl place.
No, that was the first night.
Was that the first night?
Yeah.
So, the important part about the acai place, it was Bowlology, I think. That was when I turned to her and I said, okay, so here's the thing. We can't actually do this right now.
This was on the first night. So this was...
Before we even toured.
The night before we toured.
Yeah, sorry, I missed that part of the story.
No, it's okay.
But that's when I just kind of broke it down, like, look, we can't actually do this right now, so, like, we need to calm down. It's exciting, let's go tour the place, but, like, just know it's not actually a realistic possibility for us right now. However, I like to look at things as, like, when you can't afford them, instead of being like, oh, well, I can't afford that, and just, like, getting discouraged, I like to say, like, well, how can I afford that? Like, how can we make this happen? Or, like, even if it's down the road, right? Well, that kind of bit me in the ass because we actually figured out how to make it happen. But it's totally okay because I've been extremely happy here. I haven't had nearly as much of, like, this stuff as I normally do as far as, like, my mental health and stuff goes. And yeah, that could be the high of, like, excitement and joy and all the stuff going on right now, but also it's just like I get to be with her all the time. And that's so huge for me, and just being able to, like, have a stable mindset and have, like, legitimate stability in my daily life, and that's her. So that plays a huge role, and I mean, there's stuff that I never really realized I would like or enjoy, like us being able to, like, decorate this place and, like, build it ourselves together and, like, earn the money to be able to decorate it, and candles that I never thought I would enjoy, that I'm the one who pulls out the lighter and lights them at night because I'm excited.
It's amazing.
And it's just really cool because we've done so much of our life together, and we've built it out so that so much of what we do has to be together, like photo shoots and video shoots and all dead fit stuff, a lot of content stuff, and it's just like now we have everything together in the same place. We ended up deciding, okay, how can we make this happen? We came up with a plan, I budgeted, I figured out I figured out how to manage our finances properly. We opened a joint bank account, we started figuring out the budget and all that stuff, getting organized. I looked at my whole financial situation, liquidated a few things, and then I started driving DoorDash because that's extra cash that I can earn just to, like, help supplement the income, because so much of my money is tied up in dead fit all the time with big orders that it's like I can't just pull that out for my personal life and for the things we want, because this is just from a business perspective, in case any of you guys are doing something similar. You don't ever want to pull money out of your business for those things. Like, you want to get your business to a point where, like, yeah, you can sustain a personal salary for yourself, but you want to be pumping as much money back into it all the time as you possibly can. So if you have to pull out your rent money every month from your business, that's not exactly the best thing. So we did all that stuff and decided it's possible, went ahead and applied, got approved within a day. There was just a lot, but, like, we were relentless in making sure that this happened and happened fast, and that we got it, and that we could afford it, and that we could make it happen and sustain it. Lots of stuff happened very quickly, and it was just a cool experience and a cool thing to do and accomplish with her.
And then we spent the next week, because we had by the time we finished all of that, we had about a week and 2 days before actually moving in. So I was at my house trying to go through 25 years of stuff in my room that has never been deeply gone through and purged. And I had stuff from, like, junior high that I'm like, why are you holding on to this? You have a problem.
The day before we were moving in here was Easter. And I went and dashed for 3.5 hours, which was extraordinarily profitable on Easter night. That was nice.
And then Monday, which was a few days ago, that was our move-in day. And I just have to brag for 2 seconds. We had a box truck full of stuff, heavy stuff, big stuff, a whole bed set, 2 couches, this coffee table, a TV stand, like heavy things, a refrigerator. So many heavy things. And him and I were just so stupidly determined to get our stuff in, and we had nobody helping us. We had people reach out.
But
I think
we
we kind of were just like,
to prove to
let's
ourselves.
just do this. Like,
Yeah.
let's just see if we can do this. And so we literally emptied the entire box truck by ourselves, fridge included. At one point, I was using the restroom. I come out, and this huge couch that we are sitting on was on our patio because he took it upon himself to get this out of the truck by himself. I still do not know how he carried it up here.
Don't ask.
I'm really bummed I missed it.
It wasn't pretty.
So we were just super, super determined.
It was fun though.
It was so fun, and it was exhausting. And by
It
the
was.
time,
I cramped harder than I do from like a gnarly leg day.
and then basically the last few days we've just spent, kind of just working on making this place our own,
No,
unpacking.
we moved for 3 days. We kept going because
we did
we
one.
took the truck back to my house, filled the entire thing up, and came back and dropped it off. And then the next day, we went and did the same thing at her house for another truckload of her stuff, brought it here. And we still have a lot of stuff to bring.
It's
We've
not
just
done.
been trying to, like yesterday and today, we've been trying to focus on unpacking and organizing because now it's starting to get a little crammed.
And I do plan on doing a full-blown house tour. That's not going to be in this video just because I would like to have things a little bit
A little more organized and decorated.
But I will fully do that, so keep an eye out for that video.
So I guess that's pretty much it. But it was just a crazy couple of weeks. Is there anything else you want to tell them?
I don't think so. I think that's...
Did we cover it?
I think as far as our life update goes and the exciting thing that we wanted to tell you guys,
That's the main thing.
that is it.
I do plan on making a lot more videos.
Yes.
So that'll be coming back, hopefully. I will...
Not hopefully, it will.
It will be coming back. You will have multiple videos a week. Let's do that.
I got an incredible response on the vlog I did last week, which was just a day in the life. You guys seem to really enjoy that. So I hope you like this video. And it was really cool because, like, if you've been following me for a while now, you see I do put out a video a week. It's every Monday. I am focusing on beauty, so I've been doing a lot of makeup tutorials. But I did throw in that vlog last week, and because it got such a great response, I'm excited to start doing that more often and just have a little bit more of a variety on my channel. And I hope that you guys are excited about that too. We love feedback, and so if you like this style video, if you like us just sitting down and chatting, if there's any topics you guys want us to talk about for a particular video, like, please let us know. Like, we aren't the type of people that are like not wanting to like take suggestions from anybody. Like,
Oh no, we
the
prefer...
reason we do all of this is for you guys, to entertain you guys, to teach you guys, to give you an insight into our lives. And so we want to create whatever it is that you want to see. So please don't hesitate.
Especially because like some of our more unique and creative videos in the past have been like our most viewed videos, and the ones that people like spread around and share and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I'm really excited to do some like recipe videos or like some smoothie videos or some how-tos, like things like that. Just cool things that are kind of out of our realm, but don't worry, there will be plenty of fitness and bodybuilding stuff as well. But yeah, so that's all I got.
I think that's the end of this thing.
Did we cover it?
I think we did.
Sweet, up top.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And what else do they have to do? Click the
I don't know.
bell.
Oh, click the bell
Click
for
the bell.
notifications.
So you get notified every time I post a new video.
I should have
And
known what she was going to say.
It's the same thing every time. As always, thank you guys so much for your support. It means everything to me. Thank you for like just wanting to follow along with our journey. It means so much. And we are so excited to make more of these videos and to take you even deeper into our lives and follow our journey as far as like planning this wedding and even further past that, eventually starting a family. I know that's like way
Whoa.
far, but like, a few
Hey-o.
years from now, we plan on doing this for a while, so
Surprise, surprise.
They'll be along for that ride too eventually.
Hopefully it's not a surprise.
No. But yeah, thank you guys, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.